folks, it's Evan Brad from the Mercury. We are here at the open house for the plans for the Keim Street Gateway project. First up is Montgomery County Planner Brian Olzak, who's going to walk us through a little bit of what's going on here. So, what's going on?
Hi there. So we are on South Keim Street here in Pottstown Borough, right in front of a beautiful old building here that was originally built for the Bethlehem Steel Plant. Yep. And so we're here to write a plan with Pottstown to plan for the future of the South Keim Street area. And there's 4 basic goals of this project called the Keim Street Gateway project. There's 4 goals. It's connectivity, so it's to create safer and better connections to the Schuylkill River Trail, which is just down the street over there. To provide opportunities for new mixed-use development, so focusing on the built environment, improving and optimizing the businesses that are here, and also adding new businesses and new jobs to this area for economic opportunity. And lastly, to enhance the streetscape of Keim Street and to create public space which is beneficial to all users and all traffic and circulation users in the area.
So what area are we talking about? It looks like there's a map.
Oh, yes. So this is our basic study area. So the area that we're looking at is between the Norfolk Southern Bridge here to the north on Keim Street all the way down to Industrial Highway. So there's a lot of industrial type uses here, and we're also looking at sort of as a context, to how these impact the residents. We're also looking at the neighborhood to assure that we're getting people safely from this northern area down to the trail, and also to essentially serve the greater interests of Pottstown Borough to the fullest. So we're looking at this particular corridor, looking at what kind of new development opportunities may be here in Pottstown, how to create a good walkable and bikeable environment, while also making sure that we have compatible development with our existing businesses and other industrial uses here in the area.
Okay, so what are some of the ideas? I suspect we're moving to another tent.
Sure, yeah. So over here is some, so as you can see, we had some broad outlines of the direction that we're going. We're still very much in the conceptual phase, so we're just looking at where potential theoretical new development may happen. We started up here. So there's a lot of things to consider in this area. There's obviously truck traffic because there's a lot of businesses. So we have to make sure that they get in and out of their respective businesses easily, while also looking at how to get cars and other pedestrians, bicyclists through safely. So we're just looking at, this is essentially a very sketchy design, but it can take many different forms. This was our first idea of how, the kind of concepts and priorities that we're looking at.
Okay, so let me zoom in here a little bit.
As you look at those buildings, so what we're doing is just the massing of the buildings, but what we're going to ask people to do...
Let's let our viewers know who you are.
Okay, I'm Patty Guttenplant from the Planning Commission.
Okay.
And what we're asking people who come to do is to write down what they'd like to see. What uses would draw you down to Keim Street that you would come and stop? Or maybe that's outdoor dining, or maybe that's a coffee shop, or maybe it's a business that's down here. Or if you're coming through on the connection to the Schuylkill River Trail, what would make you stop in the middle of your trip? Like what kind of uses could you see happening in some of these buildings? That would be along the street here, not unlike where this building is situated. So,
okay. All right. And so this sketch here, can you tell me what that is?
So this is an illustration done by Tamara and Teague, part of the Planning Commission as well. She's right there. Oh. And here she's showing what this could look like. This is the building we're in front of right now. Mm-hmm. And we're showing a sidewalk, we're showing also a bike path, and we're showing a building on the other side with some plantings and some street trees to try to enliven the streetscape of Keim Street.
Okay, but this is just one possibility.
This is one possibility.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Are those the other possibilities behind you?
No.
Okay.
This, maybe Brian would like to talk about this.
Sure. So this is sort of an inspiration. Part of this project is to also figure out what has been done elsewhere in the county and elsewhere in the region that we may try to model ourselves after. And this is an example located near Ambler, but actually in Lower Gwenda Township, called Ambler Yards. This is a large project that has sort of happened and is still happening in several phases. It's an old industrial site, which is slowly being rejuvenated into a lot of different, what you might say, more maker spaces, more office spaces, creative type spaces. And so this is in this case, they were moving away from sort of heavy industrial to more sort of high tech.
And this is all Ambler Yards that we're looking at?
This is all Ambler Yards.
And it's built already, or are these drawings?
These are in various stages of development. Yeah, there's some that's already there, and there's entirely new buildings that are being planned. A lot of these are actually visualizations of what they want to do. But so they're also focusing on experiential retail and restaurants, multimodal, different connections with this bike path here, while also, accompanying typical office and other employment-based uses.
And then when you register, when people come, they get money. So this is the fun part. And once you've decided and you give some input on what you'd like to see maybe on Keim Street, you come to the last tent where you get to spend your money. So where are we?
Do you hear that, folks? Money. Come on down. They're here till 7 o'clock.
That's right. And there's different denominations. So we're hoping people will think about prioritizing. What would you spend your $20 on as opposed to your $10 or your $5? Now, you can put it all in one. It might be the built environment, new compatible development. It might be creating the safer connections to the Schuylkill River Trail and other destinations. It might be really concentrating on economic opportunity for new businesses and jobs, or it might be trying to enhance the streetscape and create more public space along Keim Street. So this then becomes the where people get to really weigh in on where they like to spend their money in Pottstown.
That's some pretty funny colors.
I know, it is some funny colored money.
You can also write anything you want on the back of them to give any specific advice, any likes or dislikes having to do with these different topic areas that you may want to let us know about. Because we want to know either way, whether you like something, you don't like something, whether you're neutral about something. We just want to know.
Okay, well, that sounds like a good place to stop. Thanks, everybody, for your time.
Thanks.
And the open house is down here on South Keim Street, where the old Bethlehem steel plant used to be. So come on down and share your thoughts and be part of the process.
Hope to see you.